Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So, as a prepper, outdoor survivalist, I'm always looking for ways to better improve my life and my chances during SHTF moments. That could be natural disasters, man-made, you name it. One of the top priority things as preppers, we look at water. Alright, water storage, water purification. Well, I was contacted by a company with a portable self-pump water filtration system, and it supposedly can filter out some amazing stuff and has some amazing abilities. It uses reverses osmosis, also a hybrid filter, and I want to check this thing out because in my mind, if it works, it's going to be a complete game changer on long-term camping situations, hunting camps, you name it, grid down situation. All right guys, so let's check it out. So what we have here guys is the ITEHIL water purification system. Doesn't weigh much. I've already ran my flushes and stuff, first time use and stuff like that on here, and we're going to be doing some testing for the first time. What we have here right now is the reverse osmosis and the hybrid filter here and here. Goes right in. You have a water inlet port right here in the back. That's this huge hose right here, and it's got a little screener on the back side. And then we have our drinking water outlet and our discharge water outlet. Very simple to use. It uses a C charger. Trying to get this thing up here and here for you guys. For charging, uses a C port charge. Comes with that on off reverse osmosis hybrid filter. Very simple to use guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to set this up here because I have read the comments. If it can filter out soda, water, urine, coffee, you got yourself a great water filter. Now, as much as this pains me, I filled up my coffee pot. I filled up this mason jar with coffee, and we're going to make water out of coffee. I don't know why anybody would do that, because coffee is coffee. And I have blurred out a little bit. This is human waste. I always said I would not be one of those survivalists that drinks his own urine. Well, this water filtration system says it can filter it out. So, coffee, and that's not lemonade. First up, before we even attempt this, we're going to do the coffee. If it comes out crystal clear, then we'll move on. But this is a big test. The only time I've ever seen a water filter be able to filter this out, coffee, tea, cannons in water supply out in rivers and stuff, has been an activated carbon system. Again, this uses a reverse osmosis and a hybrid filter. So we'll be testing this out together for the first time. So let's go ahead and get started here. First up is our coffee. Blue tube is our discharge water. White tube coming out is our drinking water. This tube coming out of the back, this is our intake. We are putting the filter down in there. Now we're just going to turn this on. And we shall see coffee is running through the hoses. We've got a little bit of water in here right now from residual flushing. Now we are getting into actually filtering out this coffee water. Let me get some more coffee. Why not? I don't think that mason jar is going to be enough to run through the system yet. Oh, yeah, it is, because that's our discharge over there. We got clean drinking water coming out now. Finish topping that off. Discharge water has colorization, real nasty. Our drinking water is filtering out. So everything's looking good so far. And I am actually surprised at the drinking water right now. I'll let this run its course, and we'll pull everything. This way there's no cut in the film. Wow, that took all that out right there. Now, drinking water is not as much, but we are about empty here. It's about as far as that's going to let me stick that filter down in there. Use that hose. Alright, we got air pockets, air bubbles, so let's turn that off. There it goes. So, what do we have here? Let's slide this out. We have our empty copy right here, guys. We got our discharge, and then let's get make a mess. Move this a little bit here. And then we have our drinking water right there. Yep, I made a mess. Drinking water, discharge copy water, original copy. So let me get this hand up for you guys. I just noticed that stuff's still sitting in the back. Alright, so we got the plain drinking water. I don't taste any coffee. The water's warm, but the coffee was warm as well, so I can't taste coffee. So it did it. It filtered out the coffee into clean drinking water. That's a pretty impressive water filtration. So I've got to clean up my mess right here, and then we're going to move on to the human lemonade. Alright, so we have human lemonade. Yeah. I'm not thrilled to be doing this one. It's dropped in. White is for drinking water. Blue is our discharge water. I'm going to turn this on. Might still be some residual stuff in the system. It is going. It's draining. It's filtering out. It's running through the system. Might add some water to that or something like that, just so we can make sure we got enough in there. So we are getting towards the end here. There's some more. Add some water to that, just so we can make sure we get enough pump through the system. So as I'm really going to want to flush that out anyway after this. Here, still doing this thing. There seems to be more removal than drinking water itself. And the machine has slowed down. Trying to see what's going on over here. Everything is still running. Yeah. had a small hiccup. There's air in the system. I might have to still add more water to that. This wasn't enough to pump through the system here. So it looks like the key is make sure that no air gets in your line. So we already know the human lemonade has already went through the system. It's in the system being filtered out. Still waiting on the drinking water side to come out. I'm not about to drink that. Okay, actually seeing water now. Get some more water in there. You guys are seeing how much water I've had to add to the human lemonade to make this little bit of drinking water, which is not much. So there's really not a lot of drinking water in urine, apparently. At least none that you really won't. Some more clean water in here to back through the system. And we'll see, it's coming out. Discharge still blowing out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a serious flushing after this. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, so we ran it through, and then we had to put more water behind it to make the machine push it all the way through. Smell wise, I don't smell anything. Man, I can't believe this. All right. I don't taste anything. So that was clean drinking water from human lemonade from urine. But as you notice, when I was filling up, I kept having to get clean water to go into the pump system because we were filling this thing up quick. There must not be a lot of drinkable water in here, human urine. Must not be. All right, most of that's just, you know, it's junk your body's trying to get rid of. So most of that got stopped up in the filter itself. So yeah, you can do it. I definitely could do the copy test. So yeah, this thing here, I don't see any problems going through lakes, ponds, swamp water, anything like that, guys. This thing is actually a pretty cool little system. So let me get this out of the way and we'll talk about the system itself. So again, like I said, there are two filters in this. One is a reverse osmosis and one is a hybrid. Checking out the website there, guys. If you're interested in it, definitely check them out. Decently priced. I believe it is listed at $299 and it weighs like 15 pounds. Yeah, I've got no complaints out of this thing. And it filtered it out and I drank my own piss, more or less. And yeah, I'm impressed. I really am. So the battery life, this thing's got a battery life that you plug in. It's good for about 9 gallons of water on the battery life cycling through. So you will have to charge it. Like I said, a USB port charge takes about 1.5 hours to actually charge up. So filtering out 9 gallons of water per charge, not bad. The reverse osmosis filter, outdoor water like ponds and stuff like that, is being listed as 600 to 800 gallons of filtration without replacement. Now those numbers are hit and miss, you never know, it just depends on how dirty water and stuff like that. Filtering out cleaner water, you might be able to extend the life of your filters, absolutely. I have tested countless water filters in my career here on YouTube, being an outdoorsman. Some of them I like for, you know, packs and stuff like that. For a camp, guys, you can charge this thing up with a solar panel, one of those collapsible foldable solar panels. You have clean drinking water no matter where you're at. So, like I said, 15 pounds. My normal rucksack, when I got it packed out with camera gear and all that stuff, is about 72 pounds. If I was trying to stay extended without filming, yeah, it'd go right into a backpack. It's small, portable. Take your hoses off, pack them up. I like it, I really do. So anyway, guys, definitely links in the description if you want to check this out. They did send this to us for a review, and I'm impressed. I mean, a portable reverse osmosis system. Most of those you're having to hook up inside your home all the time. I like the idea of this. It's filtered out coffee water and filtered out urine. Yeah, you can't go wrong. All right, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Speak to y'all later.